Writing task 2, responding to a survey question. So let's write the survey together. I have the prompt here. I made it a little bit bigger than last time because I noticed the writing was a bit small to read. So this survey is a little bit like speaking task 5, where you're choosing something and you're going to compare two things and explain yourself why you chose something. An email is a little bit more realistic because everybody writes emails. Surveys is maybe you've written a survey in your life, but I never have before CELPIP. So anyway, so here's the prompt. Family picnics. The city manager is surveying the opinion of the community about family picnics held in public parks. On one hand, public parks are created for people to enjoy nature. On the other hand, large family gatherings can be noisy and occupy a lot of park space. The city manager has asked you to complete an opinion survey. So it's the same word count as the email. Choose the option that you prefer. Why do you prefer your choice? Explain the reasons for your choice. So here are the two options. Option A, family picnics should not be allowed in public parks. Option B, family picnics should be allowed in public parks. So you have 27 minutes to write the survey. Of course, the first step is just to read the prompt, fully understand the prompt, and then choose the option that you think that not only do you agree with, but you think that you can better support. For me, hands down, it's option B. Because, people pay taxes. Some people have small apartments. It's COVID right now. So public parks, like if you're in a big house with a big yard, it's one thing because you can just have picnics there. But if you live in small apartments, the park that's what it's for. It's public space for everybody to enjoy. And family gatherings, just beautiful out in nature. It's good for people, especially on the weekends. So for me, it's very easy to pick option B. So now I'm just going to think about option A. What could you say to, because of course in real life, when you're supporting something that you believe in, you also have to think about the other side of it, right? Because of course with anything, there's pros and cons to both sides. So option A, they even say in the prompt, they can be noisy for sure, and they can occupy a lot of park space. This is definitely true. I wouldn't be so concerned about the noise, maybe a bit about space, but for example, there's a park by my house, and I was walking by, and I saw that they had they're having lots of parties in the parks right now because of COVID, right? And they had a birthday party for a little boy, and they left so much garbage, crazy. It was so sad. There were balloons in the trees and dirt like plastic everywhere, and that could be an argument against it. I can see from the other side. So when I do write my survey, I'm going to have a very balanced, you can't be blind to the other side as well, because a truly strong argument, you're showing a balanced opinion. So I just said the pros and cons. We should maybe do some pre-writing, make some notes. So I want option B. I'm going to think of two strong reasons. I'm going to say the first reason, to enjoy nature. And I'm going to say how this is a really great opportunity. People may have small apartments, and then so that's one of my pros of that. And then I'm going to think of 3 supporting details. So my supporting details for that, they're going to be people in the city live in apartments. It's good for mental health. And being in nature with family is great because it's good for everyone, right? It's good for kids, good for infants, good for seniors, and everybody in between. It's not just going to benefit one person, it's like a big net benefit. Good for seniors and everyone in between. Okay, yeah, so nature is like, this is the main reason, and then all of that stems from that. I'll just highlight that, and then I'm going to think of another one. Why I think they're good. I always reread the prompt, because when I get stuck, I just reread the prompt. Public parks are created for people to enjoy nature. That's absolutely true. So I would just say, like, that's what they're for. Yeah, parks are there for people to enjoy, right? Including, of course, things like family picnics, which is super wholesome. Like, no one's going crazy, hurting anybody. They're just there enjoying their life, enjoying the weekend. Okay, so I'm going to say my supporting details are going to be there. We pay taxes to maintain the parks for enjoyment. We live in a beautiful country. And everyone should be able to enjoy nature, especially because winter is so long. Winter can be really long and hard. And Canada, we're a free country, right? So I'm just trying to think of how to say that. That is a country where its citizens can enjoy freedom, including freedom to, have a family picnic, right? All right, so that's all I have so far for my notes. And then the con, I'm going to add one more thing. So it's balanced. I'm going to add about option A, why option A is bad. Noisy and occupies park space. I can say, although family picnics can create noise and take up space, it's really nothing compared to the noise coming from bars, right? Concerts, things like that. Especially, like, I live on Yonge Street. It's crazy, like, super, like, on a Friday or Saturday night, the bars and the clubs they get out is super, super noisy. So it's really, like, people are making noise at 2 and 3 in the morning, Although family picnics can create noise and take up space, it's really nothing compared to the noise from bars, clubs, traffic, concerts, basketball games. Do you guys remember, like, when the Raptors played? Like, It was crazy, super loud. So I would say, yeah, like family picnics, it's nice sounds. Happy noise, right? Good. Okay, cool. So now it's like nice and balanced. And this is option A. I'm going to just highlight it here. I don't know, I like to highlight things. It just keeps things clear in my head. Okay, so I have the 1, 2, 3. So I've done my pre-writing, and now I'm just going to put it in one page here. And now I can start to write. So the first thing I need is an opinion statement. So I'm going to just write it over here because I'm always looking at the prompt. That's the secret, honestly. So I'm looking who I'm addressing it to. You know, some people write the survey very much like an email. I'm just going to write it like not an email. So the city manager, like there's no such a thing, but whatever. I'm going to say, in my opinion, I'm not just going to say option A or option B. I'm going to say it in my words. If you're like lower level, you can do that to keep it very simple. If you need maybe a 5, maybe a 6. But if you want to get like an 8, 9, 10, you need to forget about option A, option B. Talk about, this part of the prompt. And I'm going to try to put it in my own words. So in my opinion, so to prohibit something means to not allow it. So you see, instead of should, I put this in my own word. In my opinion, the best option for our city is to allow family picnics in parks instead of prohibiting them. Then I need to go into my first option here. First of all, good for mental health. I'm going to say first of all, nature is hugely beneficial to the public, and by allowing large family gatherings, in parks, the city would be, or by allowing large family gatherings in parks, community people would feel our beautiful park space. Our beautiful outdoor, our beautiful parks, our beautiful outside space. Nature, natural sounds. Actually, I'm going to say being amongst not everyone has access to a backyard. Several of families in our communities live in small apartments. So by allowing them they would be given access. Like, I want to say that they would enjoy nature. They'll be able to, not everyone has access to a backyard. Several families in our community live in small apartments. So by allowing them to gather in parks, they could, or I would say they can, they could reap the benefits of being outside. Being in a calm, green space has been proven to lower stress hormones and is good for everyone at every age. All right, so that's my first paragraph. I'm going to check the word count. Notice I don't care about the time because I'm still learning, right? Like when you're learning, it's fine just to write, you know? And then when you get closer to the test, then you can put on the timer and stuff. But it's important to just write first, you know? Get used to it. Tools, word count. 102. Okay. Secondly, parks are there for people to enjoy. Everyone pays sales tax and income tax, income and sales tax. Everyone pays tax, and these funds go towards maintaining our public spaces for people to enjoy. And I'm just reading my notes here again. To have I'm saying enjoy too many times, so I'm just going to change it. Citizens are given the freedom to appreciate Canada's beautiful and what they're paying for. You know, we pay a lot of taxes. Appreciate Canada's beautiful landscapes and communal areas. I don't want this to be its own paragraph because it's very short. So I'm going to see if I can relate this one to that one. But we'll see afterwards. We can edit afterwards always. Although picnics can create noise and take up some space in our parks, these noises are not disturbing because people are in good moods and it's nice to see people enjoying one another's company, enjoying each other's company. I want to see our word count. Tools, word count, 179. So I have 21 more words, so I really got to wrap it up. Now, so now I have to say my concluding statement. For those reasons, I believe families should be able to have their picnics. Maybe I'll say I believe people should, or residents should, maybe just people. People should be, I'm going to say should be permitted. Should be permitted to have their family picnics in parks. And that's it pretty much. Sometimes I like to say thank you for, especially if I'm have very low words, I would say thank you for including our opinion on this matter. Something like that, but I think I'm happy with this now. So I'm just gonna go here so we can see it in one page. This is what it looks like. Let's see the word count. 195. So I hope you can read this. I'm gonna read it right now and we'll see if there's any spelling or grammar mistakes. Editing is so important. Oh my goodness. Editing. A lot of my students will write the most beautiful survey or email and forget just to take the 2 minutes afterwards to read it and edit it. You got to check for any mistakes. So I'm just going to read it out loud. In my opinion, the best option for our city is to allow family picnics in parks instead of prohibiting them. First of all, nature is hugely beneficial to the public, and by allowing large family gatherings in parks, people would be compelled to enjoy our beautiful outside spaces. I'm going to say outdoor spaces because outside spaces sounds awkward. Outdoor. Not everyone has access to a backyard. Several families in our community live in small apartments. I'm going to say in fact. So by allowing them to gather in the parks, they could reap the benefits of being outside. Being in a calm green space has been proven to lower stress hormones, and it's good for everyone at every age. Being in a calm green space with fresh air, but I don't have a lot of words, so I can't add much. Secondly, parks are there for people to enjoy. Everyone pays tax, and these funds go towards maintaining our public spaces for people to enjoy. I'm saying it to enjoy way too much. To utilize, maybe. By allowing families to have picnics, citizens are given the freedom to appreciate Canada's beautiful landscapes and communal areas. Although picnics can create noise and take up some space in our parks, these noises are not disturbing because people are in good moods, and it's nice to see people enjoying each other's company. For those reasons, I believe people should be permitted to have their family picnics in parks. Yeah, to have their family picnics in parks. That's fine. Yeah, so this is my survey. I hope this was useful to you. And you can see how I did the pre-writing, and then I did the writing, and then I edited it. And there's 2 nice, clean paragraphs here. There's a very, very clear opinion statement here. This is my first reason here, right? This is my second reason here. And then this is my nice closing statement. There's no mistakes in here. It's very, very clear what I'm saying. And so when you're practicing for the CELPIP, I really recommend just the more that you practice writing, the better. And remember, during the day of the test, they will not correct your grammar, but they will correct your spelling. So if you ever make a spelling mistake, it's going to come up as red, and then that's it. So I really hope you enjoyed that, and please let me know if you have any more ideas for videos and things for the CELPIP test.